Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some Duel Links. And today we are continuing our road from rookie to KOG, and we are going to continue playing Crystron as well. Last time we spent a long time introducing the deck. This time we're using the same thing, and we are going to refine our skills with this deck. We're going to try and play a little bit better, make better decisions, learn how the deck really works. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I like this deck just because it requires you to think a lot, and you're not just doing the same thing every single time. Now you're trying to make similar plays, obviously, but they're not as straightforward. So, what do we got going on here? Probably seems like a good scrap recycler into this Fern. Let's see what we draw. Okay, well that's not fantastic. Why don't we first activate our skill? There's no reason not to just drop a Sulfonier, just because this thins out our deck, gives us a target that we can then use. And we'll summon Scrap Recycler now. Scrap Recycler. Maybe he has a Treacherous Trap Hole, and we're gonna drop this Fern. This Fern. Let us search for... I think Rosenix is a good search. Then we can go ahead and summon Sulfonier, drop Rion, and then that Rion is going to help us make a Quarion next turn. So we're gonna want Smiger here. And then now we want to pop Scrap Recycler for a Rion, because Rion's... Actually, we could use Citri. Citri can use the Scrap Recycler, so that's fine. I'm thinking he has a Treacherous Trap Hole. Not positive. That probably would have been a really bad end to our turn if it had been a Treacherous Trap Hole. We should probably try and keep like a Sulfonier on the field if we think it's a Treacherous Trap Hole. It does appear to be Blue Eyes though. He's gonna summon his Blue Eyes. I guess he is going to Synchro. Possibly. Here it comes. Is he summoning Spirit Dragon? No, he's summoning Dragon Mech. Alright, what's he using Dragon Mech on? He's using it on our Ruby Carbuncle? Okay. That seems like an odd choice. Well, we're just waiting at the moment. Can he summon more things, or what's he doing? Here comes Cosmo Brain? Yep. Or just waiting on him to do something with all this. Okay, now we're going. So, go ahead. We can use either the Scrap Recycler or the Ruby Carbuncle. And we'll go into Amatrix. Both of his monsters are special summons, so they'll both go to defense. Oh, we don't care about that. I guess we can use Scrap Recycler if we ever special summon him from the graveyard, but he misses the timing with Citri. And the only way he doesn't miss the timing, I believe, is if you special summon him off of Samurai Destroyer. Alright, so we should have a Rion in here. So it should be a fairly easy play. We just activate Smiger. Use it on Amatrix. And that'll let us summon a Rion from our deck. And we'll summon the Rion from our grave. What is that card? Maybe it's an enemy controller? Now keep in mind, we still haven't used our normal summon. We're gonna go ahead, banish both of his monsters, banish his Blue Eyes in his graveyard. Banish that. And still no response from him. Should we activate our Sulfaneer now, or should we just go Rosenix? If we set this turtle, Rosenix can only, or Sulfaneer can only summon himself in defense mode. So I think we go ahead, place our Crystron Impact down, and then we'll be pretty safe. So let's see what his card is. It can't be a Battle Trap. It has to be something else. It is Enemy Controller. So we'll get to poke, and he's got pretty much no resources left at this point. So it's not looking good for him. And I think we're just good to win here, unless he drew a Kiteroid. In which case, is there a way that we could make Samurai Destroyer like this? Go ahead, pop Smiger, summon Rion. Okay, he's just gonna scoop. I was making the Samurai Destroyer so he couldn't Kiteroid it. Odds are that he didn't actually have a Kiteroid, but the Samurai Destroyer is smart because none of our monsters are big enough to actually do 2200 besides Quarion, and obviously the Quarion is getting Kiteroided if he has it. So then we need something that can either deal 2200 damage after two things get negated, or we need the Samurai Destroyer because he can't be negated. So I think going for the Samurai Destroyer, while it looked like BM there, was the right play. Granted, the other guy sitting there like, I had nothing in my hand, couldn't do anything, out of resources, so he was probably a little bit upset that we were going for a synchro play. But you gotta make the right play. Even if your opponent looks like they're down and out, there's no reason to throw the game away because of it. So we'll go ahead, use Transcendent Crystals, get Sulfaneer in the graveyard. Go ahead, our turtle comes out here. We could actually summon turtle, or we could summon Sulfaneer. I think we just go turtle. No, that doesn't work. We have to go Sulfaneer. Drop our turtle. And then Sulfaneer will pop himself. And that can summon I think our best bet's gonna be It could be Thisfern or Smiger. Let's go with Thisfern. We need more Cristrons. So we'll go ahead and activate Thisfern's ability to summon a Citry. And now it's actually active for us. We could use Turtle whenever we want to special summon a Crystron from our hand now, which could become useful. So now there is another way to make Quarion that I don't think about a lot, which is double Citry and an Amatrix. It's kind of awkward, but it does appear to be what may happen in this duel for us. We'll just have to see. Because we have the Citry in hand is what's making me think that. Because we can easily special summon it with Turtle, or we can normal summon it if we need to. Thisfern, unless we use it, which we're probably going to have to use it. And he is Magician Girls. So we're probably going to have to Quarion him to be able to get lethal. Is he gonna battle? Nope, he is not battling. Alright, so now we have Rion. What do we want to do here? We could definitely use Thisfern. Thisfern can get us... What do we want here? If we grab Smiger, we can go straight for Quarion. But then we don't have anything that can attack after we get the Quarion to actually go for lethal. Ah, that's a tough one. So let's go ahead and grab Smiger. And then Sulfonier is going to activate... Yeah, we got this. Okay, Sulfonier activates. Discard Citry. And then Sulfonier will pop himself, summon Rosenix. Now Rosenix can pop the Tortoise, summon Rion. Now we still have our Turtle special summon and our normal summon. So now we go Quarion. We could also have gone Samurai Destroyer right there. Negate the Magician Girl's effect. But this way we're just going to banish her instead. And then we'll go ahead, summon Smiger. And we'll activate Turtle's effect. Summon Rion. And then we can summon Powered Inzectron, but I don't think it's going to matter. So we should just have lethal. Easy. You could see just how much special summoning. And this is why just having access to one turtle is really important. Because if we had already needed to use our normal summon there beforehand to make sure that we could actually get the Quarion, then Turtle can make sure we could summon that Smiger that's then enough damage to actually win the game. So we got to keep that in mind. The one Turtle can change the game by himself. I still don't know how to say his name, but I will call him Turtle. Which is unfortunate because we also have a Crystal Beast turtle. But I think he's like Emerald Tortoise or something. It's not actually a turtle. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're going Scrap Recycler. Immediately into Sulfonier, I'm thinking? Could be Thisfern as well. Thisfern into Sulfonier. And then... What do we dump here? We probably dump the Rion. The Rion, we always want to dump Rions, I think. And then Sulfonier will pop himself. And he will summon a Smiger. Smiger will activate. Pop the Scrap Recycler. Just summon a Citri. And then we'll go ahead and set our World Legacy Clash and end our turn. Now we could have used Transcendent Crystals that turn. I don't think we necessarily needed it. Well, obviously we didn't need it. But we could have used it to just immediately discard Sulfonier after we had it in our hand. Just to get another thing out onto the field. Now this is a problem. We'll wait until his Buster Blader comes out. I'm not sure how big is Buster Blader's defense, is my concern. If he doesn't have DNA surgery, then we're fine. If he does have DNA surgery, then we need to be able to attack over this guy's defense, which we cannot without... Does he have the DNA surgery? I feel like every time I run into this deck, they always have DNA surgery. Which is just wild to me. Because he needs to have Buster Whelp, Buster Blader, and DNA surgery in his hand to pull off the combo. And he does. But he has 2 cards. He's trying to mask it. So he's trying to hide his DNA surgery. End of the main phase. Ooh, okay, I didn't get to... Okay, I may have just lost. I didn't think he'd just end his turn immediately. Are you dark? No, you're light. What do we have in here? Sulfonier? Do we go Sulfonier, immediately Black Rose? I feel like that's what we gotta do. But then where do we go from there? We could just summon Citri. No, we can't. Because we have to get rid of... I think we'll be okay. If he has DNA surgery, I think it may be over. Bad aim. He's getting rid of my Citri, which is fine. And then Sulfonier is going to blow himself up. Oh, wait, he wasn't supposed to blow himself up. Wait, I think I just miscalculated like horribly. What do we want to summon here, though? We could go Amatrix. I think we need to go Black Rose. I'm also not going to need this mirror, so I might as well discard it to put Ruby Carbuncle down. We can't really Quarion. So I think Rosenix pops Ruby Carbuncle, summons a Rion, and then we summon Black Rose. Oh no. Oh boy. So we go with plan B instead because I forgot we can only summon machines. Go ahead, pop Smiger. Summon Citri. Now we summon Quarion. That was a little bit of a misplay. Totally forgot I can't use those effects. I can only use Sulfonier if I want to be summoning. And we will, of course, activate. Get rid of that. And we'll just get rid of everything. We're running out of time. We got our World Legacy Clash in case everything goes horribly wrong. Now we have no special summon at the moment, but it's looking really bad for him. He appears to have nothing in his back row that can help him. And he's already made his Buster Blader play. So let's just go ahead and go in. Alrighty, there we go. That was not a great showing, I will admit. Misplayed a little bit. How could I have gotten the... I think to get the Black Rose that turn, no, there's no way I could have gotten Black Rose that turn. Yeah, I don't think there was a way I could get Black Rose. Because I have to discard the Citry in my hand to even summon Sulfaneer. And the other thing I had on the field was Smiger. If I had saved the Citry on the field from bad aim by banishing it with World Legacy Clash, then we could have done it by popping the Smiger. Or popping the World Legacy Clash, it didn't matter. Because we were just going to destroy both of them anyways. Shien's Dojo. We're going to see some Six Samurai plays here. Which is okay for us. We're not too scared of a Shien. Because we don't play that many spell and traps. And we rely mainly on monster effects. He does likely have a dual wield as well. So how do we want to do this? We could Thisfern into Sulfaneer. I think we just want one monster on the field. So I feel like we have to Thisfern into Sulfaneer. Well, we don't necessarily have to, but I'm going to. And then Thisfern. Give me Sulfaneer. We could have just summoned Thisfern. I want to keep the Rosenix, so I'm going to discard the Crystron Impact, because that can help protect the Citry, because Shien can't negate the Crystron Impact while it's in the grave. And then this will... Oh, we have... What do we have? Oh. We need to make sure we summon a Smiger here, because otherwise we got no target. Oh, I put Ruby Carbuncle on the field, huh? Yikes. But, I guess Forbidden Lance wouldn't really help us. I wasn't really thinking that the Ruby Carbuncle kind of bricks this strategy up. Should have just gone straight Thisfern into Citry and ignored all this other stuff. This other stuff was bad. Other stuff was not good days. So he could easily dual wield us. Which I imagine he'll probably do in our end phase here. Yep, there's the dual wield. There's nothing I could have done because he would have just negated the... Shoot, yeah, we just lost. Should have just gone Thisfern and summoned Citry, and that's it. That would have been the right thing to do. Now he's got lethal, and I got nothing I can do about it. That sucks. I just wasn't thinking about the Ruby Carbuncle being on the field, and then I had no way to get rid of it. I could have also, once the Ruby Carbuncle's on the field, use Sulfonier's effect to destroy the Ruby Carbuncle and just left Sulfonier on the field. That would have also been a good play, which I could have done that. That was a very winnable duel I just misplayed. I knew it was a dual wield, yet I didn't play around it correctly. Unfortunate. And I don't think he really has any chance if we only play one card. Granted, he can't respond to Sulfonier's summon. He can only respond to the destruction effect of Sulfonier. So if we had gone with the Sulfonier play by himself, he can't ever dual wield. He can't ever dual wield the Thisfern play. So it would have just been better to do one of those. Now we could... Do we want to just go Smiger here? Or do we want to go Sulfonier, get us an impact? We could also just activate our skill because this is not going to be 6 Samurai. Get his turtle onto the field. Now we activate Sulfonier. Sulfonier drops Smiger. Sulfonier comes onto the field, and we could just pop the turtle and stop like that. Or we could pop himself. I think we just pop the turtle. Activate Smiger's effect. Get us an impact. So this is what we could have easily done last game. But we're going to set the impact because he doesn't already have a dual wield sitting on the field. I'm sad that we lost that one. It really bothers me that we lost it. That was an easy win. That's frustrating. All we had to do was Amatrix him. And then he was doomed because we could just attack over him. Because then there's no threat of dual wield if he's in defense mode. Alright, so he just sets 2 and passes. What do we want to do? We could go Rosenix, pop Sulfonier. Sulfonier summons a Citri, and we summon No, we don't need to go Quarion here. We could get us a Samurai Destroyer. Do we want to do that? We could just go in with Sulfonier. I feel like we set the Legacy Clash and just hit him with Sulfonier. Because if he's not going to play anything, then we can't really do a whole bunch of damage to him. But we can get him to waste cards on our Sulfonier. Because our Sulfonier is very safe here. Now if he figures out a way to banish our Sulfonier, then we can just resummon it with Impact. But if he destroys it, then we can just summon something like a Citri. And we don't want to overplay ourselves. So since we didn't draw anything miraculous, I feel like we just go in with Sulfonier again. Because there's just no point to make a Quarion play against no monsters. Okay, so he's used both of the enemy controllers that he could have. So now we know he has no other semi-limited cards. Not sure what he's doing. He's got the smaller deck, so he's going to deck out if he doesn't make a play. Which is the other reason for me to not make a play. Ooh, and it turns out it is Subterrors. So he's got a few Subterrors in his hand, which is what's been going on. Which now we can Quarion on some Subterrors. I don't know what you do. And if you do, draw 2 cards. That seems pretty not good. Alrighty. What do you do? You can target one monster, change it to face-up attack position. Also, okay. That's fine. So now we can go for Quarion. So we just go... Do we have a way to get Turtle? No, we don't have a Thishfern, so we can't get Turtle here. Unfortunate. If he had a Floodgate there, that might have been a problem. So we'll summon one Sitri. Then we'll activate Sulfineer. We could grab Thishfern here. And then Thishfern just pop himself. That way we have more resources. Thishfern's gonna pop himself to summon Rion. If he's gonna do something, it's gotta be now. Alright, so here comes the Quarion. We got some pretty good ways to protect our Quarion. Now, unfortunately, we don't have lethal this turn, but it is going to get rid of all of his monsters. Unless he flips them face up. Ooh. That's unfortunate. What do we have here that we could activate? We could activate Sulfineer. Oh, really? That's rough. Because now we can't do a whole lot. I think we just wait. We need to Black Rose the field probably now. I think we lost. That sucks. I mean, this is actually probably good for us. Because now we can activate our World Legacy Clash. That'll get him out from under the Fiendish Chain. That's unfortunate. I think he just wins with Final Battle here, huh? Dang it, why did he have to have a Fiendish Chain? I thought it was like 2 Final Battles or something and it'd be easy. He got literally every card that he needed to win this match. That sucks. Ah, it's so frustrating. We shouldn't have lost that one either. We should have just made more plays than our Sulfineer. We should have forced more cards out of him. Because he had nothing. Ah, it's so stupid. We shouldn't have lost that one either. Eventually we'll just figure out everything and then we'll be pretty much unbeatable. But until then, we'll lose to people playing stupid stuff that doesn't actually work, which is unfortunate. If it had just been 2 Final Battles, he loses the game. So what do we do here? Because unfortunately, we have 2 Sitri. We got no way to really search. So I think we just go Smiger, summon Citri. It's really all we can do. Because the Rion doesn't do anything for us until we have stuff in our banished pile. We'll go ahead and set that. Now we can always use Transcendent Crystals to drop one of the Citries into the graveyard. So then we could try and make a Quarion play. But this hand is not looking great at the moment. Alright, he's going to Cosmic Cyclone our Cosmic Cyclone. That's how it goes, I suppose. He is Dragoonity. So we're gonna wait for the Ascalon here. And then when he goes for Ascalon, we'll dodge the banish. He's playing a lot of cards. He's gonna waste all of his resources. And then we're just gonna dodge the banish and put him in defense mode. But then we're not gonna have a follow-up play unless we draw something like... What do we need to draw at that point? There's a lot of stuff that we could draw. Alright, so wait for his play. He might have another Lance, actually. Okay, so now we'll activate Citri. Citri with Smiger. And we'll Amatrix, which will put him into defense, but he's just gonna banish our Amatrix, unfortunately. Because he's got another tuner in here. So we need to draw something. But now he's out of tuners? Yeah, he's out of tuners now. Okay, we got Sulfaneer. So... if we... I think we want to Transcendent Crystals. And then, how do we do this? Probably want him to pop himself. How do we get Aquarion? I don't think we get Aquarion out of this. So I think now is when we need to go for like a Thisfern, get more resources out. And then Thisfern can pop the Ruby Carbuncle. Which that'll allow us to summon Powered Zektron. We're so close, but we can't actually go Quarion. That's just unfortunate. Maybe I should have gone Turtle there? No, I should have gone Rosenix, because then I could have gone Quarion. What's he doing? No, I think that's fine. Not sure what he's trying to accomplish with that. Okay. He's doing stuff. Lots of stuff. So he's gonna kill our Thisfern, which is fine. Then we're gonna activate Rion. Rion's gonna take Smiger. Then we're gonna summon Paladin Zektron. Now what can we do? We can Sulfineer and we can Thisfern. So if we Sulfineer, I wish we had drawn a... Wish we had drawn... Okay, I think we're okay. We just go here, Thisfern, give me Rosenix. Oh, we can't summon the Citri though. Shoot. Do we have we used all of our Citris? We have. I should have gone not Rosenix here then. Oh no. I can't make anything at the moment. So I guess I just summon the Citri. Oof, that sucks. Ah, I should have gone Smiger. If I had gone Smiger, we could have made Aquarion. Because we only had Rions. I wasn't thinking that we only have Rions left in our deck. Okay, go ahead and activate this with Ruby Carbuncle. And we'll summon Amatrix. Activate that. We're running out of time. I don't even know what to do. We can't do anything anymore. Dang it. I just have no idea what to do. Let's summon Sulfineer. Get rid of Paladin Zektron. Switch you to defense mode. End our turn. Okay, so we have one Citri in here. Two Citris out there. So when Sulfineer dies, well, when Amatrix dies, we summon a Citri. When Sulfineer dies, oh, we're gonna run out of time again though, unfortunately. Nah, we're out of time. No! This is too complicated! Gosh dang it. If I had just grabbed Smiger that turn instead of Rosenix. Why did we have to draw all Citris in our opening hand? We're gonna play one more. I can't believe we drew all 3 Citris. I guess we only drew 2 of them, but that's still horrible. That's just terrible luck. It's a 30 card deck. That shouldn't be possible. I'm so frustrated right now. We're just like making slight misplays and picking the wrong one. So what do we want? Scrap Recycler? We could use the Prismatic Scrap Recycler. Sure, why not? Scrap Recycler. Give us Sulfineer. Sulfineer can drop the impact here. Summon himself. Pop himself. What do we want to summon? Probably Smiger. Then we'll save. We could just use this turn this turn. Could also just go attack mode with the Citri. Oh no, we can't because we're going first. I forgot that he could have a card laid down and still not be going first. That's amazing. I don't even know what his skill is. 3 Lord Pillars. He gets one of those cards. I don't know what any of those do. When a coin toss is performed, you can choose to redo the toss. Okay, he's gonna redo that toss, obviously. Alright. Must be Desperado Barrel Dragon. Which means we want to query on the face down here. He's ending his main phase. I think we just go Amatrix. Now we don't have anything in our graveyard. But if we Transcendent Crystals, we can get Thisfern into our graveyard. We can't Transcendent Crystals twice in the same turn. So we'd have to summon Sulfineer, discard Thisfern. Thisfern search for Rion. Then Transcendent Crystals the Rion into the grave. And then we could use Smyger. I think we're overthinking this. Let's just pop whatever his back row card is. And then we'll... So we'll drop this Fern, summon Sulfineer. Sulfineer will pop himself. Summon a Rion. And then we'll activate this Fern. This Fern is going to search for Rosenix here. I think Rosenix is a good search. We just need something above 1,000 attack. Now Smyger is going to pop Amatrix, and it should give us the Rihan before the Amatrix gets his effect, and we don't need the Amatrix's effect. He won't be able to use it. Now we will Quarion, and that should banish his card instead of triggering the destruction effect of Desperado Barrel Dragon. And then we will Rosenix. And he's got nothing. Why can't we just do that normally? I keep getting so confused in some of these battles. We'll figure it out. We're definitely starting to make some progress with this deck. And as we go, we'll get better. I just can't help but feel that none of those we should have lost. It was all like one single misplay that you can point it at, where if I had just grabbed the right card or been thinking about what card I needed to grab, then we actually win the duel. But since except for the Subterror one, what did we need to do differently in the Subterror one? We needed to go aggressive a lot sooner. If we had just gone for the Samurai Destroyer play immediately, because obviously we special summoned Sulfineer and then we just kind of sat on the Sulfineer, we could have gone Samurai Destroyer immediately, or we should have gone Black Rose immediately is what we should have done. We go Sulfineer's effect, straight into Black Rose the entire field, get rid of all of his nonsense, and then I get the reason we didn't do that is because then we might be in a bad position, but he had his entire back row was down already. It's a tough call. I don't know. It'd be a more situational based thing. Obviously having 2 Citries in your hand really sucks, especially when you're going first and you only have 4 cards. So we kind of got screwed on that one. But that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll continue to work on our Crystron plays. And I think we're going to keep using this deck for a while. But hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.